Hola amigos, bien o no, saludos desde Medellín. Hoy el tema es preguntas abiertas o open questions y cómo pueda utilizar estas para mejorar nuestras conversaciones y también para tenemos más información por la otra persona con quien estamos hablando y por supuesto más información, más vocabulario, son en toda parte muy útil para avanzar nuestra fluidez. Entonces hoy, gracias a mi estudiante Samuel por su clase hoy, se ayuda mucho con este tema. Pero comenzamos. Listo. So today, and thanks again to Samuel for his inspiration from the class from today, we're going to look at open questions and why these are really useful to help us improve our fluency because of the way they help us with conversations we have with people. So if we ask a fairly standard sort of question like one that gives us a yes-no answer, we're only going to get a yes-no answer. Or, for example, if we ask directions for somewhere, like, could you tell me where's the metro station? People are just going to tell, oh, it's over there, across the road, 2 blocks, it's on the left. If we ask a different type of question, we can get a slightly different answer. Let's look at the difference. If I ask for an address of a restaurant that I know should be somewhere nearby, so do you know such and such restaurant? The person in the street can help me say, yes, I know where that is. It's 2 blocks over there, end of the road, turn right, it's on the corner. Okay. However, if I stop the same person in the street and say, hello, could you offer me a recommendation? I hear there's some good restaurants nearby. Do you know the best one? I'm asking a more open question. I'm asking for a recommendation. I'm asking for his or her opinion of what's the best restaurant locally. So hopefully I'm going to get rather more information. That might be the same restaurant I was looking for, but it could be a completely different one. So you see the point. If we offer a slightly more open question that allows the person we're talking to give us more information, or it really kind of invites them to give us more information because we're asking for their personal opinion about something. And this is also a good one when we meet new people to help them have space to talk in their own way to answer the question. If you give someone a very tightly confined question, you ask a very specific thing, something like, what's the company you work for? They can only really answer that in one way. Well, it's this company. Oh, okay. If you ask them a more open question, something like, why did you choose the type of work you do? They have a wider range of ways to answer that question. My favourite question we came across today during the class was, what's your dream for the future? Or perhaps another way to put it, what's on your bucket list? That's a really open question because most people have some kind of secret project they forgot to do, really want to do. If they only had the money, I would do this or whatever. And it's often very personal, which means you get quite a lot of history, opinion, thought that's gone into the project, whatever it is. And you can ask that to almost people of almost any age, from 5 to 100. Admittedly, if they're nearer 100, you might want to perhaps reverse the question and ask them something like, is there anything you wish you could have done, or anything you would have done differently, but it's more or less the same thing. It gives the person you're asking a lot more space to answer the question. They're not confined by a very tight sort of, I just want to know what time does the bus leave, or where is that restaurant, rather than what's the best way to get to there, or do you know any good restaurants nearby? Have a think about it, because I promise you, in lots of your interactions during the course of the next week, there are different ways to ask that question that you're going to ask anyway. So even if you're doing something really basic like buying bus tickets, right, you can still buy the bus tickets, but you could ask like recommendations for the places you're going. Small things like that. I think the one asking for recommendations of restaurants is a really good one, personally. But have a think about it. See if you can think of more open questions you could ask in any of these given situations, and see what kind of results you get. You'd be surprised. There we go. That's my challenge for now. Thanks again, Samuel, for this idea. And until next time, from Medellin, I say cheerio.